Here we go. Dream update. Prophetic dream, not just any old dream update. So stay tuned. So much going on, and I can't hardly make these videos quick enough to get it all uploaded. This takes time and effort, and have to keep it short and sweet on TikTok because that's just the way that this stuff works. So here we go. But seriously, with everything that's going on in the world, literally, there's just so many videos I need to upload. But the problem is, I'm concerned they're gonna censor a lot of the content. So some of the stuff I shy away from. So Trump Dream Part 3. As I said in Part 2 that there would probably be a Part 3 continuation at some point. Just now getting around to it. I apologize. It's just feeling urgent about now. Super urgent about now. So, I had a series of what I believe to be prophetic dreams. As it is playing out, I'm seeing it to be more confirmed that that's exactly what it is. First off, I do not have political dreams about politicians. Never have, that I know of, except for Trump. I have never had dreams about judgment coming or war or any major events happening to a country or a world power or anything along those lines except for this one. So this was a series of 4 dreams that happened in this order and are coming true in the order that I had the dreams. I've already shared part 1 and part 2. Part 1 was the dream that towards the end of Trump's first administration that he would not come back on the scene. That was my dream, or sorry, that he would not be on the scene in the coming election. That came true. Biden won the election in spite of all these prophets saying, the Lord told me this, he's going to be our president, he's going to win, but he didn't. Those prophets were in error. Why would I be told that he would lose? I don't know. The next 2 dreams were 2 dreams that he would return to the stage after I received those dreams, after the storming of the Capitol, after he lost the election. Then I received dreams that he would be coming back. 4 years later, that has now come to pass. The fourth dream that I had following that was this. I told this back in 2023, a year ago. There was an urgency of warning about an attack on the east coast of the United States. And it was so severe that they were coming around even up here, because I was in the town. I was just at a public park, kind of how I normally go out to the public park. And I can't remember what I was doing in the dream. I was just enjoying life. And they were coming around warning people, telling people to go home because it wasn't safe to be out in any cities or anywhere. And so they were warning people, sending people home because of either an impending attack on the east coast of the US or it had already happened. And so I think that it definitely felt very real, and I can't tell the timing of when it was. It seemed to be really soon. January 19th, and I tell you in the video, I wasn't sure of the timing. I'm still not sure of the timing. I had speculated that it might be April the 8th, 2024, the eclipse, but I didn't know. As it turns out, that was more just a heavenly sign of judgment. Nothing happened right then. But what I do know is that this series of dreams is playing out, and it will play out, and I encourage people to listen and pay attention. The final dream I had in the series of these dreams, I know these are strung together. He gave me this in the order to tell the order. The next thing that happens after Trump's comeback is the dream where I told it here. I was where I stay in Georgia, in a park with my son, and we were told to go home to our homes. The authorities were sending people home to their homes, not to be out in public places, in cities and towns, because there was an attack on the East Coast. That the East Coast of the United States would be hit somehow. If it was impending, that it was about to happen in the dream, there was a threat on the coast. The ships were spotted. That's why the urgency is kind of heavy. I'm not saying that these drones are the thing. There was no drones in my dream. I'm telling it now because this could be part of it. I had the impression in the dream that it was up north towards New York, I thought, or north of Georgia. That's all I knew. It was the East Coast, north of where I was in Georgia, and that there was this threat that we would be attacked in the United States on the East Coast. This will come to pass. This series of dreams is playing out. I don't know when. I was not told a date. Which, by the way, the reason for showing the date of when I told this, it's still up on my YouTube, is so that you don't think, oh, I'm just forcing my dream to come true and, oh, it's the drones. I'm telling you, I don't know if it's the drones. I didn't have drones in the dream, and I'm not trying to force that to be the interpretation. I just know that's the next part in the series. The eastern coast of the United States will be attacked when, sometime after President Trump is reelected for his second administration, after having been dethroned in the time of Biden. And, oh, I left that out. You probably already watched part 1 and part 2 anyway, but that Trump has an evil plan. I don't know. I can't stress that enough. I can't reiterate that enough. In the dream, Trump had an evil plan. So, stop believing in him. I get it. I did vote for him his first tenure in office, so I completely understand. I was fooled too. He told you point blank. I shared the video. He would put in the biometric tracking system, and that happened. There's a lot more to talk about that, by the way. So this whole Iranian mothership deal out at sea sending drones might be a big psyop. I don't claim to know. I don't know. All I'm saying is the urgency of the dream is pressing. It's coming upon us. I needed to tell this. Listen at your own risk or will, or however you deem fit, but definitely not making it up. The first 3 dreams came to pass.